Hello, goddesses. Mwah, mwah. Hope you're feeling well. Hope you're feeling safe. I hope you're radiating your beautiful energy to the world because, girly, the freaking world deserves to see your freaking mother freaking energy. I'm trying to learn how to not curse a lot because y'all know I'm very passionate, and whenever I curse, it's not like a bad thing. But one of you beautiful lovelies was like, "Hey, girl, I love your message, but you curse a little bit, you know." And I was like, you know what, girly, I got you. I know you're trying to look out for me, and I love that for me, bitch. Please, oop, see, there you go. See, please hold me accountable, because that's how I'm the type of person I am. I like to I don't, it's gonna sound weird, but when I do a mistake, I don't take it like as hard, because I see it as more of me just learning. And especially when it comes to communicating with my girlies, I want to make sure y'all feel safe and loved just as much as I do. So don't be shy from telling me commentary or like criticism, because girly, I like that. You know, that's how I freaking get better at me communicating with y'all. So so in regards to that, this video is gonna be mainly about mental health. Girly, if you don't want to hear none of that right now, I totally understand. Just watch my last video or any of my other videos, then if you need some motivation for your day. But in regards to that, love, for this particular this topic, it's gonna sound strange, but I actually wanted to post this video or this topic around Mental Health Awareness Day. But girly, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of felt performative. Like, I didn't want it to feel inauthentic, if that makes any sense. And there's a lot of spiritual warfare going on around the world right now, so I felt like the best case to do is just share my message now and just be genuine about it. Like, don't be freaking weird. So in regards to that, I will be talking about my mental health again. This is a trigger warning. If you don't want to hear anything about that, my love, definitely go to my other videos, because you know, girl, I'm a motherfucking trip, period. Oh, see, there we go. I'm cursing again. Try not to, bitch, but it's hard. Because as I am, love, as I said, like I kind of curse like a sailor, but it's not like meant to be disrespectful. It's just I'm a very happy person, and I tend to like, I don't know, curse a lot when I'm happy. It is what it is. But I also curse a lot when I'm freaking angry. But in regards to that, I do appreciate the goddess that did tell me, hey girly, I love your message, but you know, chill on the you know, cursing. I did hear you, and I'm listening to you, love, and I really appreciate you definitely telling me that, because it's just important for me to make sure that I'm, you know, sharing my message to all the girlies, period. So in regards to that, I want to talk about mental health. So I'm not gonna exactly share, I did share it in my past videos exactly what's going on with my mental health, but for now, this is not really like, the focus is not really on me. So when it comes to mental health, I don't believe like mental health or your mental or your brain is really like your enemy. A lot of people, we use our mental health kind of like, this may sound disrespectful, I'm just gonna say it because it's just on my mind. I've seen people do it all the time. They kind of use like their mental health as a shield almost, and not something that I feel like should be embraced and understood and valued. So sorry, I'm getting nervous because I know this is a very like controversial opinion. I usually want to stay away from that, but at the same time, this needs to be heard. And I feel like a lot of people, we use our mental health kind of as like a way to basically distract ourselves from being our greater selves. For instance, I have a lot of, you know, situations going on with my mental, but I feel like as a goddess, you really have to like understand that even though you have like your mental, you know, situations, your mental illnesses, everything, you still have to maintain like that focus on being happy. And so a lot of times people feel like they're just stuck in their body, and that really kind of hurts me a little bit, because at the end of the day, I always tell you guys this all the time, you're literally in your body the entire time you're here on this earth. So why not enjoy it? Why not do things that are gonna make your spirit happy? I tell you guys this all the freaking time, and I really do stand by this message. Like, commit to things that are healthy for your mind, body, and spirit, that keeps you focused. At the end of the day, like when it comes to perspective and reality and all of that stuff, the only reality and perspective that matters is yours. And as long as you're not hurting anyone or trying to commit, you know, harm against others, and you really want to go for what's, you know, making you just, I don't know, like, you know that it will definitely make you happy, girly, I will always continue to tell you to do this. Go for it. And on top of that, like our mental health isn't trying to like demonize us as we make it seem to be. A lot of times when we have a conversation with someone, it's usually, hey, I have such and such, and then they go, oh, okay, cool, well, I have such and such too. And then from there, it's never usually like, I have such and such, but I also am more than just my mental, you know, illness. I'm more than just etc., etc. Like, we tend to like hold, I don't know how to explain it. We kind of hold our mental health kind of like in chains, and we kind of just allow it to stop us from doing or achieving things. And that kind of like, I'm not gonna let it, kind of irritates the hell out of me, because when you continuously like stop your own potential because your mental illness is like basically making it impossible for you, you have to understand that you can also turn like that narrative around. You can definitely change it to where like, yes, I have this mental illness, yes, I have my mental situation going on. Sorry, I'm scratching my leg if you hear that on the mic. But at the end of the day, I'm still learning to prosper, I'm still learning to grow, I'm still learning to nurture, not trap, but I'm learning to nurture my mental illness and still make sure that at the end of the day, I'm still doing the best that I can, right? And I feel like we need to teach others to do that, because we are way too much in our victimhood, you know? And we literally stop ourselves from doing things just because of our mental illness. And I don't feel like that should be a thing. I really do feel like, of course, you still need to approach your mental health and your mental illness with care and love and respect and nurture that it deserves, but it should stop you from committing goals that you want to do or achieve in life, period. And if you continue to create this narrative where it's just, you know, it's just, well, I just have BPD and then that's it. Like, girl, you're just gonna have just BPD and that's it. It's just gonna be like just like every other person, you know? Like, you better start saying, yes, girly, I have BPD, but guess what, bitch? I can do this. I can achieve this. I can do hard things because of this. Like, there's more to your story than just you just having a mental illness. And I'm so tired of seeing people like just kind of, as I said, dungeon themselves because of their mental illness, and they feel like it's the only thing that they have really worth to say. Meanwhile, there's so much to their character. Now, I'm not telling people to just wake up and not be depressed. Bitch, I wish I could wake up and not be depressed. But at the end of the day, I know that even though I'm depressed, I still have to accomplish said goal. I still have to do said goals. And even though like you struggle with that, I think it's important to start small and realistic. So say for instance, if you want to lose weight, I'm very personal with this because I used to binge eat a lot. Sorry, I should probably put an asterisk on that. I should have like censored that, but it doesn't matter. I used to binge eat a lot. But what I've learned is that usually like I start to understand behind my binge eating what was really causing me to binge eat. So for instance, a lot of things that were causing me to binge eat was stress. Whenever I'm stressed, I used to find comfort in food, but only realize that the comfort is never gonna come from food. It will never fill me up, and it will never be enough. So now I just have to dig deeper and understand, okay, why won't it ever be enough? And you have to understand, okay, for instance, for me, the reason why it wasn't enough is because I wasn't solving what was going on with me in the beginning. I was in a very just bad situation in my lifetime back then, and so I wasn't able to actually work on that situation. So I used food to cope with that situation, you know? And at the end of the day, like, I'm not saying you should just, as I said, completely wipe away your mental illness. I'm not saying that, bitch. Don't come for me. I'm just saying, but at the end of the day, your story is just more to you than just your mental illness. You have more to you than just your mental illness. So stop treating yourself as if you just only have your mental illness and that's it. Because bitch, your story does not fucking stop there, and it never will. And don't allow people to like. I'm not trying to promote violence or anything like that, but whenever you have a friend who's just very much into themselves, and when it comes to into themselves, I mean their victimhood, ask them, why are you a victim? Like, what comfort does that bring you being a victim? Because at the end of the day, if someone stops like nurturing the victim, let me stop, because I kind of sound like Kanye West. That sounds really weird. But anyways, what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say is, love, just don't like continue to be in your head all the time. And on top of that, don't continue to just victimize yourself, because it will not ever help you. It doesn't help you. Bad shit happens to good people all the fucking time. But you know what? We pipe up, we get stronger, we get better, we understand more. And that's when we learn to become resilient. And I feel like that's really important to do. But in regards to that, love, I did really want to just share my small topic on that. And on the other hand, so I don't know if you girlies know the tea. It's not really tea. Actually, let me shut the hell up. It's not even tea. Long story short, if you guys watch Hines, I watched a little bit of that situation. But long story short, there was a beautiful woman named Gazelle, and she ended up dating Hines. And from what it seemed like, he basically spiritually manipulated her emotionally and just really broke her down. And girl, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that, I was like, oh my god, like, that, first off, that's so messed up. And also, when I don't know if you guys saw the messages when he was like, yeah, like, I want to start a cult. I was like, oh hell no. It's really people out here that are like trying to start cults for people's spirituality. Like, that's crazy to me. So in regards to that, first off, what I'm gonna say is, I feel like the internet didn't give her enough. I'm gonna just say how I feel with this one. I feel like the internet didn't give her enough like backup when it came to that, and comfort as much as they should. Because like, I saw some girls were kind of like being like, well, it's your fault because you went over there to go see him when he flew you out. Like, first off, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna be victim blaming. But what I will say is that I do genuinely feel bad for that young goddess. I really do wish her well on that freaking journey, of course, rediscovering herself. Because when you're in love with somebody and they really hurt you bad and they just leave you or whatever, like, it is very hard to like come back to yourself. But that's pretty much the journey that she's on, is basically coming back to herself. And of course, I wish her well. I love that for her, bitch. I want to see you happy. I hope she does become happy. But at the end of the day, loves, make sure, like, when it comes to spiritual warfare, be protected. Protect your energy as much as you can. There are people who are attracted to light and love energy, and it can be fucking crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Oop, I curse again. It's fine, love. I'm gonna just pass it. There are some people that are generally like attracted to love and light energy because they know they can take it and manipulate it to make it, like, I don't know, dark, and not dark in like in a good way that's beneficial towards that person, but mostly beneficial towards themselves. So be careful. And then also on top of that, I really do wish love on Gazelle. She deserves so much more than what that man gave her. And on top of that, I'm not trying to come for the Hines community or anything like that. I just feel like at the end of the day, what he did was kind of scary. It's not even kind of scary. It's really fucking messed up. Let's just be honest. I'm not gonna even like make jokes about it. It's really messed up, and this man's really trying to start a whole cult on top of being like, yeah, on top of masking, you know, being generous and being like spiritual and weird and shit like that. But in regards to that, love, that's pretty much my video. I wish Gazelle well on her journey of rediscovering herself. I send her nothing but love and light. And of course, I'm not going to speak much on her story because I encourage you guys to go watch it and just see for yourselves. But in regards to that, love, I really do love you guys. I will see you guys in my next video, and we will have a chit chat. Maybe like a relaxed chit chat. We can do like face mask or something. Bitch, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out later. But in regards to that, love, I miss you guys. I love you. Mwah. You better freaking take care of yourself, sis. In regards, I'll see you guys later. Bye.